Hi, I'm Megan, and this is going to be 15 minutes of yoga to move your body, to shake out your day, to maybe be a pause in your day or your work week, to just like move some energy. One thing I love about yoga is that no matter what teacher I go to or what studio or how long the practice is, even doing just a couple postures, my mood changes, my body feels better, my breath regulates. So that is my intention for you. Add in any movements, play your favorite song, scream if you want a little bit, whatever helps you get back into your body. So let's start standing. We've got 15 minutes. Let's do this. All right, so stand at the top of your mat. Take a big breath in, float those arms overhead, and then flush it all out. Exhale, wiggle those toes around. Your knees can rock a little side to side. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Two more like that. Float the arms all the way up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Maybe with a little bit of those knee movements. Halfway lift and fold. Last one. Reach those arms overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. This time step back to your plank pose, holding here. Let's swivel the hips side to side. I find if I sit too long, well, everything kind of goes awry, but my low back in particular. So sometimes this can help just get some of those little cracks and creaks out. And it's core work, so that's cool. Try one more time each side. Come back through center and then down dog. Pedal out those feet. Sway your hips a little side to side. You take a big open mouth exhale. Sigh it all out. And then gaze back at your feet. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Spin your toes out and sit into your yogi squat. Hands to heart center. Press those palms together. Lift through your chin and chest. Big breath in. And then exhale, forward fold. Spin the toes back forward. Halfway lift. Walk your hands forward to your down dog. From here, right leg to the sky. Open up that hip. Could kick it out a little bit or find some really big circles. Point and flex the toes. Just stretch out that hip. Then level off your hips and draw knee to nose. Step through into your low lunge. Float both arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, half splits. I already feel better. What about you? Let's try that one more time. Bend into that front knee. Open up the chest. And exhale, half splits. Good. Rebend your front knee. Left hand to the floor. Open twist. Right arm to the sky. Roll out your wrist. Touch back down with that right hand. We step back to our plank pose. And this time, hover your right leg and drop it down. Left leg and release. One more time each side. So strong. Left leg lifts and then down dog. Now take your left leg to the sky. Open up that hip. Point and flex the toes. You could kick it out a little bit. I like to find really big circles. And then level off the hips and step it through into your low lunge. That back knee drops down. Both arms to the sky. Exhale, half splits. Good. One more. And half splits. Good. Rebend your front knee. Right hand down. Open twist to the left. Roll out your wrist. Good. Touch down with that hand. Step back to your plank pose. Hover that right leg. This time drive it into the low spine, low belly, and reach back to that hover. Two more. Knee to belly and reach. Last one. And reach. Toes down. Hover the left leg. Knee to belly and back. Knee to belly and back. Last one. So strong. And back. Down dog, hips to the sky. Big breath in and out. Gaze forward, step your feet behind your hands, halfway lift and fold. Chair pose. No class would be complete without chair. It's everyone's favorite, right? Knees wide, they're about hip width distance apart, and then take an open twist to your right. Inhale back through center and twist left. Inhale back through center, airplane arms behind you, interlace your fingers, lift through your chest, and then bow forward, chest expansion. Try to hug your shoulder blades together. Shift your weight slightly forward. Last breath here. And then release those arms down. Inhale to a halfway lift. Step your left foot back, warrior one. So those left toes are spinning slightly forward. Right knee is bent to that parallel. Float both arms overhead, and as you exhale, goal post your arms. Inhale, elbows together, and then airplane arms behind you. Good, one more. Reach it high. Goal post the arms, elbows together, and airplane back behind you. Float both arms up to the ceiling. Pop that back heel. So now you're in your crescent lunge. We're going to play with some balance here. Hands can stay overhead or come to your heart. Shift your weight forward and launch off that back leg. So you're coming into your variation of warrior three or airplane pose, depending on where the arms are. Trying to get that left leg as parallel to the floor as you can. Then start to bend into that front knee. Step it back, warrior two. Might have to widen your stance a little bit. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale back through center, side angle. Create that long line. Left fingertips reach up and overhead. Good. Slowly rise, wide-legged forward fold towards the left side of the mat. You can pedal out those knees a little bit. Let that all go. And then next time you inhale, straighten those legs. Look at your right toes, spin the toes to the front. Lizard lunge, drop your back knee down, untuck the toes. You can come up onto those fingertips. Maybe roll around that right hip a little bit. Just letting that right side release. Okay, rebend that front knee, hands plant, back toes tuck under. We meet in our plank pose. You can stay here or bend into your elbows, chaturanga. If you're not expecting, toes tuck under to your up dog. And then we'll meet in our down dog. Big breath in and out. Gaze forward, step or hop. Halfway lift and fold. Arms to the sky. Can you believe it? We just have one more side. And hands to heart, and then we'll be done. All right, sit back into that chair pose. And open twist to your right. Inhale back through center and twist left. Inhale back through center, arms back behind you, chest expansion, lift the heart, and then fold forward. Arms come down, halfway lift. This time we step that right foot back, warrior one. Those right toes spin slightly forward, left knee bends forward. Good. On your exhale, goal post the arms. You're so strong. Inhale, elbows together. Airplane arms behind you. Good. One more like that. Sweep high and goal post. Exhale together and reach it back. Now pop that back heel. We're meeting in that warrior three variation. So you can lift the back leg. Hands could come to the heart or reach out in front, trying to create one long line. Let's take one more breath. And then slowly step it back, and we're meeting in our warrior two. So you go along with that stance, flip the front palm, and reverse your warrior. Back through center, side angle, long line of energy from that right middle finger to your right big toe. Slowly rise, wide-legged forward fold. Maybe this time you take that chest expansion, hands behind the back. Another option, you could walk the fingertips forward and press through those heels. Then take a look at that left foot, spin the toes to the left, and we meet in that lizard lunge. So Your left foot has to walk just a little bit more to the left side of the mat. And you could find a little bit of movement in that left hip. Maybe a little bit of a twist. Okay, and then eventually, back toes tuck under. We meet in that plank pose. You could stay here for a breath or cycle through one more vinyasa. That's that lowering down halfway. Inhale to up dog, and then exhale to down dog. Drop down onto your knees. Tuck your toes under and walk your hands back towards your thighs. So we'll just take a moment of toe sitting. It might not feel great in the moment, but it opens up your feet, makes your feet happier later on. So see how many toes you can get under. See if you can really sit back on those heels. So there's a little bit of a dropping of the tailbone under. And we'll just stay here a few more breaths, trying to soften through the face, the fingers, the shoulders. Last one. And then walk those hands forward, drop onto one hip, and swing those legs around. Good. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the legs, let all that go. Now bring the sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh. Float both arms overhead. Two options here. You can twist towards that left leg and try to line up your heart with your knee. Or if you're expecting or prefer to come more at a diagonal, that's cool too. And make your way back up. Take this right hand behind you and lift your hips and roll out that left wrist. Slowly come back down and we'll switch outside. So right leg long, left foot in, arms to the sky, either coming down at that diagonal or a little bit of a twist towards that right leg. And make your way back up. Take this left hand behind you, lift your hips, and roll out that top wrist. Gently come back down. Bring your feet out in front. So if you're not expecting and you're not recently postnatal, I'm going to cue how to roll down onto your spine. If you are, come onto your side first and then we'll meet on our backs, okay? So if you're staying upright here, squeeze those thighs together, shoulders back, get up on your sitting bones, bring your arms out in front, and then as slowly as you can, draw navel to spine. So we're rolling down. Keep those legs as heavy as possible. Come all the way down. Take a full body stretch. And then we can all plant our feet on the floor. Bring your arms out to a T and windshield wiping the knees side to side. Eventually drop the knees all the way over to the right. Maybe you hold them down with that right arm. You could gaze over the left shoulder, maybe goal post that left arm. And then come back through center. Drop the knees over to the left. Maybe you goal post that right arm. And then come back through center. Happy baby. Reach for the insides of the feet or the knees. Take a little sway side to side, maybe straightening one leg at a time. And then eventually replant the feet. Roll onto your right side. Slowly make your way up to seated. And we'll close with a comfortable seat, either cross-legged or on those knees. Bring your right hand to your heart and your left hand to your lower abdomen. Find a soft gaze on the floor or close down the eyes. Roll the shoulders back. Reach the crown of the head to the sky. And take a moment to acknowledge that you took this time for yourself to reconnect, to get back into the body, to move, to breathe, to feel strength, to feel flexibility, to move any stuck energy, and to come back to yourself. Bringing your hands together at heart center, taking this off of our mats, out into the day, out into the world. Slide your thumbs up to that forever space of wisdom right between your eyebrows. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.